Hey Scorpio, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve, and we're gonna get your monster message here. So the top row here is an external monster. It can be a person, a situation, just something that is kind of messing with you a little bit. And the second row is an internal monster, which would be like your shadow, the monster within. And we're going to get started here. So the first card is kind of like an identifier of this external monster. And we have the star card. So what I'm seeing here is that it seems like whoever this is, they kind of want to go undetected in a way. I feel like they're hiding out. This is like a hideout. And so this is a card about you. And it's the Page of Wands. It's like you're raring to go. You're like ready to figure it out. Figure what out? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe you're not really able to see this monster, but you know, like something feels off. Something doesn't seem like something doesn't jive, and you're totally ready to figure it out. So here, this is what you don't see. So what you don't see, we have the Nine of Wands, but it looks very calculating. Like, and because it is the Nine of Wands, it seems like something has been done multiple times. So, and this is something that you don't see in regards to the monster, right? So, there is something or somebody that is kind of like doing the same thing over and over again, but they're getting better at it and better at it, and they do not want to be necessarily detected. And so you don't see this part. Like, you don't know that they've walked these halls many times. You don't know that they've been sitting where they're sitting at many times, right? Or you don't know that they've been saying what they're telling you like many times in the past. And so here, this is kind of like the goal or the purpose of this little monster. I don't know why I said little, but for you it seems like it's little. This external monster seems little. So we have the Four of Swords here, but it's the way that we have like this, it looks like a religious, like a priest or something coming and checking on someone who's ill, like laying in bed ill, and it's like this, whatever this little monster is, I feel like they're trying to pull one, like get one over on you, Scorpio. It feels like they are portraying themselves as one thing, like this, I don't know, like a sweet, innocent, ailing person. Like they're trying to get your empathy, your sympathy, or something, but really, they're a lot more calculating than you see right now. You sense something is off and you're bound and determined to figure it out. They may even be bragging about their accomplishments. Because we do have the star card here, right? The star card is like you get that celebrity kind of vibe from it too. I want to say they probably think very highly of themselves. So what's your advice? What is the advice for Scorpio to deal with this little monster? The fall. Okay. So I don't really think that you have to do anything. I mean, not really. I mean, yeah, you're gonna figure it out, but they're gonna mess up. They're gonna mess up and they're gonna fall. They're digging their own hole, or you know what I mean? I don't really think that you have to do much of anything. They're gonna slip up. So the next row here, this is your internal monster, kind of like your shadow. So let's get an identifier here. All right. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords, and it kind of, I mean, it looks stuck, right? I mean, this figure looks like it's very stuck. It's wrapped up, it's stuck in whatever this thing is. And, I mean, the Eight of Swords is that card of self-imposed limitations. But I'm seeing it as like you, like pigeonholing. It's been pigeonholed. Like, you're my shadow. You do this. I don't know. I don't know. Have you been telling your shadow what to do? It's something about a specific form. Like a mold. It's like you're making a mold, like a shadow mold or a monster mold or something. It's weird. It kind of reminds me of like a weird doll or something. So here, this is a card about you. Dang. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is you, like this. It's weird. So, okay, this kind of feels like you orchestrating something internally. Like you have this idea of what your monster is, or how your monster looks, or what your monster needs, and it's like you're forcing that upon your monster. I don't know. It's weird. But the thing is, though, it's like, it's, in a way, it's almost appearing in your external life, like in your surroundings, because you have someone coming to you who's orchestrating something. It's almost like the external is playing whatever trick on you that you're playing on your monster. What? That is crazy. Okay, so what do you not see? What do you not see with your internal monster? So that's funny. So we have like you trying to run the show here, right, Scorpio? Where there's like two crows here, right? Well, there's three, but you're holding the crow. You're holding the crow, right? You're not letting your monster hold the crows. But what you don't realize is that your monster is holding the crows. That's hilarious. Your shadow and your monster inside of you has a lot more control over you than you even think, because you don't see this. It's weird. It's almost like it's like your shadow wants to, like, it's like apples versus, like, apples with apples, or you know what I mean, like it wants a fair chance, because this doesn't look fair. It looks like they're, tying down the arms, stuffing him in this whatever. Like equals, like to treat you and your shadow like equals or something. That's, I mean, it's pretty cool, actually. I kind of like that. Like equal value. And so here, this is if you don't look at it. Like, if you don't address your shadow, or if you don't see your shadow for what it is, or if you don't use the power that that monster has for you, or you know what I mean? I'm gonna say you're left exposed. What I'm seeing here, it's like it looks like there's this it's the Queen of Pentacles, right? And she's this queen. She is a, she's queens are highly regarded, and yet she's got this robe on, yet the robe is open, and she's left exposed. It's like it's a vulnerability that you don't want. And I want to say it's because of the lack of, like, not allowing your monster or your shadow to to help you with the power it has. You know what I mean? So people don't see that. People don't see that there's power in the dark parts of them. It doesn't mean you have to be like an asshole or anything. It just means that there's stuff there you can use. You know what I mean? Because that's how you truly become a more powerful person, right? It's not so much having power over other people, but it's like knowing that you have the power to be that monster and then to and not be a monster. You know what I mean? That's the most powerful. But it's like it seems like you're stuck somehow on some mold of our idea of what your monster looks like or what your monster is there for. And it's like you it's just trying to even out the playing field here. It wants like a true one-on-one. So what's the advice for Scorpio for the internal monster? Scorpio and their internal monster. Whoa, that's way too much. Alright, we're just gonna look where it's split. Mischief. Alright, so this mischief here, this is kind of telling me, Scorpio, that, like, this does not have to be a pain in the butt. It does not have to be horrible. It doesn't have to be super painful. Like, you can have a little fun with it. It doesn't have to be clinical, sterile, or you know what I mean? Like, I think you're being asked to loosen up a little bit. It's not as formal. I don't think it's this, like internally, I don't think it's as formal as you're trying to make it. But externally, I feel like it's kind of a flip side, where it's almost like the more formal you make it, the easier they will trip up and fall on their own. But I still cannot unsee the fact that there's a situation showing up in your life that's mimicking what you're trying to do to your dark side. Interesting. All right, Scorpio, this is your message. Take what resonates. I'll see you next time. Bye.